9. Request that Nile Basin countries with maritime claims in Lake Victoria, Lake Albert, Lake Edward, Lake Tana, and Lake Tioga transform at least 5% of the area of these claims into protected marine zones in an effort to conserve plant and animal biodiversity, in which Subclause A, bans and/or severe legal restrictions would be imposed on Subclause 1, commercial fishing, Subclause 2, dumping of industrial waste and/or sewage, Subclause 3, commercial shipping,
No, I tried to
Subclause 4,
put in the place where I wouldn't have to
activities
hold
not
for so
including
long.
ecotourism. Subclause B, National Coast Guards or similar environmental policing organizations, funded if necessary by the Nile Basin Trust Fund (NBTF), would patrol and monitor the marine zones at all times to enforce the bans, restrictions, and ensure that they are not violated. Subclause C, fines of amounts decided by individual governments or coast guards would be immediately imposed on those who illegally infringe upon the aforementioned bans, restrictions, to discourage others from doing so and from potentially harming wildlife. Subclause D, coast guards will examine the level of water pollution in the protected marine zones on a bi-monthly basis.
There will be 20 minutes for debate of this clause. Debate of this clause will end at 11:15. Expert of Ramada, you have the floor.
Honorable Chair and fellow experts of the advisory panel, this clause is an effort basically to preserve not only the wildlife but the environment surrounding the areas in question. It asks for at least 5% or so of the areas to be turned into marine protection zones. This is simply because the vast majority of these species are dying out or are on the verge of becoming basically extinct, and we've done absolutely nothing about it. To a certain extent, some species have gone extinct, and we believe this is a step in the direction of trying to create preservations for this. Take a look at Subclause A, experts. Subclause A asks for bans to be put in. We need a check system and we need a punishment system, but not exactly a punishment system. This is an awareness type of system. There will be violations. There's always going to be violations. We can never expect people to follow the law. This is how it goes on throughout the world. This is how it will happen in the Nile Basin area. Now, a few people will be obviously violating these claims, and there will be bans, there will be small fees that they'll have to pay. But we're hoping that this is not a punishment tactic, but this is a tactic that will cause awareness throughout the area so others learn from the mistakes of the individuals. It also asks the National Coast Guards to come into act, because this is not something that governments themselves will manage. This is something that has to be managed at the local levels, at the smaller levels, at the regional levels. And the Coast Guards are a brilliant resource that can be used, can be optimized for this very purpose. We further ask you to vote for this clause. Thank you.
Is the expert open for questions?
Yes, it is allowed.
Are there any questions or information at this time? As there are none, will the expert Ramada please yield the floor?
Yield the floor to the chair.
Are there any other experts